Mabigat po ang aking puso habang pinagmamasdan natin ang epekto ng magnitude 7.8 na lindol sa ating mga komunidad. Marami ang nasirang bahay, gusali, paaralan, tulay at mga kalsada. Ang ilang lugar ay nahihirapan pa ring maabot dahil sa lawak ng pinsala. Pinakamabigat sa lahat, may mga buhay tayong nawala at may mga pamilyang nagdadalamhati sa oras na ito. Sa mga naulila, sa mga nasugatan, sa mga nawalan ng tahanan at sa lahat ng naapektuhan ng kalamidad na ito, nais kong ipaabot ang aking taos-pusong pakikiramay at panalangin. Nakikiisa kami sa inyong pagdadalamhati at sa inyong pagbangon. Maraming salamat sa ating mga government officials, respondents, volunteers, uniform personnel, healthcare workers at mga kawani ng gobyerno na walang pagod na nagtatrabaho upang matulungan ang ating mga kababayan. Higit sa lahat, maraming salamat sa ating mahal na Pangulo sa kanyang pagbisita sa ating lugar na naapektuhan ng lindol. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President, sa lahat ng tulong na ibinigay niyo po sa amin. Sa mga panahong tulad nito, higit nating kailangan ang pagkakaisa, malasakit at pananampalataya. Patuloy po tayong mag-ingat, sundin natin ang mga abiso ng ating mga otoridad. Tulungan natin ang ating mga kapitbahay at ipagdasal natin ang bawat pamilyang naapektuhan. Sa mga nais pong magpaabot ng kanilang tulong, pwede niyo pong ipadala ang inyong mga donasyon through MANNY Pacquiao Foundation at PACQUIAO'S.org, Emmanuel and Jinggis Heart Foundation. Maaring malakas ang lindol na ating naranasan, ngunit higit na makapangyarihan ang ating Panginoon na may hawak ng sanlibutan. Siya may bigay ng buhay sa atin. Sama-sama tayong pabangon, sama-sama nating muling itayo ang mga nasira at sama-sama nating ipakita ang tunay na diwa ng pagkakaisa, katatagan at pagmamalasakit sa kapwa. Mahal ko kayong lahat, mga kababayan ko. Patuloy po tayong magdasal para sa Sarangani and Jinsan at sa lahat ng mga probinsya at city na naapektuhan ng lindol na ito. And stay strong. Ito lang po ang maiwan ko sa inyo. Stay strong in the Lord. He is our refuge, our strength, and our hope. God bless everyone because God is good all the time. Stay safe. Thank you.
Defense and finds Una under the ilalim. Sandano ang dapat. Oh, Rama with a 3 by Marvin Taiwan. 3. Yes!
We're back at the most visited venue in the 8th season of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League this season, the One Arena here at Cainta Rizal, as we bring you 2 games on slate. Ngayong Miyerkules ng gabi, we have 2 teams in the North Division. Tonight's MPBL showdown, we have Coach Mike Sagingit now with the One Bataan Risers. He has steered them to a couple of wins. He goes up against the coach that took over for him last April. Ito si Coach Gerson Cabiltes and the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. Sila po yung magkalaban sa ating first game. The Caloocan Batang Kangkalu versus the One Bataan Risers. And then the Quezon City Black Bulls take on the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Ken Pangalinan kasama si Coach Mike Perez. Coach Mike, technically, Coach Mike and Coach Gerson, they are the team consultants of both of these teams. But given the narrative involving these 2 coaches, it's hard to deny na pag-usapan natin silang dalawa.
Oh, definitely. Kasi itong dalawang coaches na to, alam naman natin yung story behind sa kanilang dalawa, and of course both their teams wanting to be better in terms of their record, and this promises to be a very exciting game today between Caloocan and Bataan.
2 of the most decorated coaches here in the MPBL. We are live on our official MPBL YouTube channel, also on Tap Sports and Solar Sports. At kasama din natin, walang iba kundi ang ating courtside reporter, Miss Lyra Punsalan. Lyra, I'm sure you have some stories for us. What do you have?
Maraming salamat, Ken, and good afternoon sa inyong dalawa ni Coach Mike. From facing a 5-7 team in Mindoro that pushed them to an overtime Caloocan, is yet again facing another 5-7 team in Mindoro, and para kay Coach Gerson, this is simply another possible playoff team on the rise na hindi nila pwedeng i-underestimate. At kahit wala nga si Kian Baclaan tonight due to knee injury, this is simply a next man up situation para sa kanya. At itong mga sunod-sunod na test of character daw are only forging them to support each other more. Clearly, a much relaxed Coach Gerson can be seen this time trusting that his team will only respond even better after each and every game, not chasing perfection, but building a team that's battle-tested before the playoffs even begin. Back to you guys.
A more relaxed Coach Gerson. That is something that we're looking forward to. We all know kung gaano ka-intense ito si Coach Gerson when it comes to him mentoring his team. Pero pag-usapan natin, Coach Mike, yung mga aganapan yesterday, we were at the Pasay Astro. Ilagan Isabela escaping Bulacan, Manila beating Parañaque, and then the Cebu Greats making a statement against the Pasay Warriors.
Yeah, and yung Isabela versus Bulacan, that clearly shows you that level of competition that we have now. Bulacan really being a better this season and taking it to Ilagan in that first game.
Despite the fact that they're just 4-8, itong Bulacan, they are on the rise. And when we look at our team standings, unahin natin yung South Division. Coach Mike, Jensen Warriors still at the top. Cebu, because of that great win they had against Pasay, 10-3. Mamaya yung Rizal maglalaro. They want to keep in step with the top 5 teams in this division.
Kasi medyo malayo yung separation ng top 5 going into the 6 teams sa pababa. No? So you want to keep in pace, win as many games as you can so that you get to crack at least yung top 5 for your division.
Gusto nilang makawala, no? Against Basilan, Mindoro, Zamboanga. Pagdating naman sa North Division, nagahari pa rin ang Caloocan at the top 12-1, while the Bataan Risers, because of those back-to-back wins, lumalapit sila doon sa mga kadikit nila, Pasay, Valenzuela, and Quezon City.
And Caloocan really for their last four games that they played, medyo iba yung nagiging rhythm nila, a lot tougher yung competitions that they're facing, and they also have Quezon City Black Bulls as well as itong Bataan Risers playing very well lately, and a lot of potential for both those teams.
And with Abra and San Juan knocking on the door, Caloocan making sure that they pick up these victories, especially after they lost that game against San Juan. They got tested once again against Mindoro, kung saan lumamang na sila ng malaki, Coach Mike. Pero Mindoro forcing overtime, but credit the Batang Caloocan for sticking with it and prevailing here 91-88.
Yeah, it was a competitive game actually. 10 lead changes, pero yung free throw shooting was the one that really mattered. Yung difference of 12 more free throw makes. Because when you look at the field goal attempts, 72 ang inattempt nitong Caloocan, but they have 3 lesser field goal makes. And so yung plus 12 pagdating sa free throws, napakalaking bagay talaga niyan leading up to that win against Mindoro.
Now they will take on the Bataan Risers, itong Caloocan, getting another stiff test. Coach Gerson Cabiltes, former MPBL champion coach, and historically against Bataan nahihirapan ito si Coach Gerson, and Bataan, especially now with them on a rise, beating Bacolod in this one 113-62.
And we have seen a different kind of a Bataan Risers team in the last 2 games that they played. And 18 3-point makes in that game, 36% shooting, napakalaking bagay, clearly dominated, especially second chance points, wherein yung points in the paint nila was plus 16 only because they dominated the paint and they got more second chance points.
Magbabakbakan na ang Caloocan at Bataan. Puntahan na natin si Richard Campos for starters.
The Batang Caloocan takes on the Bataan Risers live on Solar Sports, Tap Sports, and on YouTube channel here at the One Arena, Barangay San Juan, Cainta, Rizal. Let's meet the starting 5 for the Caloocan Batang Caloocan. At forward number 4, MANNY Lady. Guard number 30, Jeff Manday. Also at guard number 29, Joko Tayong Tong. At forward number 24, Dom Escobar. Playing center number 18, the MPBL Season 7 Defensive Player of the Year, June Bonsubre. The head coach is Noy Catalan, assisted by Florian Pineda, Ariel Sison, Harold Nang, Joseph Kion, Dan Xavier, Jun Medina, Rick Sison, and Flaviano Ilagan III. Team consultant, Gerson Cabiltes. Team manager, Mac Robert Dichandu. Team governor, Jeremy Tin. Team owner, Dennis Flores. The starters for the 1 Bataan Risers, PACQUIAO'S. Point guard number 1, Roby Tarang. Also at guard number 18, Tutoy Ramirez. Playing center number 21, Christian Balagasay. At forward number 28, Chito Jaime. The other forward number 22, Ives Sason. The head coach is Goody Ilagan with Mike Sagigit, assisted by Al Vergara, F. Francisco of Barangay San Roque, with Marvin Molines, Louis Cortina, Prince Cruz, and Erwin Lozada. The team manager.
Star 5 brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL, the Caloocan, Batang Calooc, Rollout, Joko Tayongtong, Jack Panday, Jun Bonsubre, kay Manny Ladi, and Dom Escobar for the 1 Bataan Risers. Robbie Darang, Tutoy Ramirez, Christian Balagasay, Ives Sazon, and Chito Jaime. Our game officials are Seth Bingol, Ron Baluyot, and Jemar Taliedo. Fourth man is John Paul Abobo. Caloocan in white, Bataan in dark blue. The Risers win the tip. Won their first 3 games. They were 3-0 and then lost 7 straight. Dumating si Coach Mike. Back-to-back wins, including that victory. We covered that one against Basilan. What do you like the most during that game? Kasi yun yung mas malakas yung kalaban nila eh. What can you say about their performance after snapping that brutal slump that they had?
Alam mo, pakiramdam ko na nakita ko yung laro na yun sa Basilan. I was seeing a different kind of Bataan Risers compared to the first, 7 or 8 games of theirs. And you see yung difference ng in terms of point of attack, yung philosophies of play. And maybe that is because of the coaching change. Ano? Alam naman natin, pag kami dumating ng mga bagong coaches, definitely schemes magbabago yan. Now, does that fit the personnel that they have on the floor for the Risers? Might be yes, because maganda yung nilalaro nila in their last 2 games.
Jeff Panday. Ladi recovers. Tayongtong. Ganap na papasahan kay Manny Ladi. Launches. Too strong on that 3-point attempt. It will stay on this side. Foul against Bataan.
Well, kay Manny Ladi, for some of the recent games, we've seen him make 3-point attempts. No? More frequent na yung pag-attempt niya sa labas. Even the long twos. Might be something that he's working on in practice. But definitely, the makes have been a struggle a little bit, especially from 3 para dito kay Manny Ladi. But, you know, inside the paint, pretty much closer, no doubt about it. He's tough to stop.
Escobar, supply yung kanya tres. Nobody has scored yet. Tutoy Ramirez charging through. Banks it in.
Laking bagay rin si Balagasay, no? Providing that court touch screen. Ganda rin ang pagkaka-counter ni Jun Bonsubre doon, pero just very good decision on that drive for the Risers.
Tayongtong. Kay Manny Ladi, masyadong mataas yung basa niya para kay Jeff Manday.
And then if there is also one thing, Ken, and I feel has improved para dito sa Risers, see that strong drive right there by Ramirez. Eh nakikita mo yung talagang yung sipag sa depensa, ika nga.
Sometimes luck could be a factor as well. Chito Jaime banks in the 3. Dalawang pabandang tira galing sa Bataan to open up a 5-0 lead.
And that is one thing that they've really done so well, especially in their last 2 games. Kay Manny Ladi, a second time we've seen him make a 3-point attempt.
Supply pareho galing kay Manny Ladi. Sazon guarded by Dom Escobar. Balagasay offering that pick for Robbie Darang. On the weak side, there was a foul. called on kay Manny Ladi. Jockeying for position against Chito Jaime.
Yeah, si Chito Jaime kasi umalabas na from the weak side post, offering that pressure release just in case mablitz yung two-man action involving Robbie Darang. And he was there ready. Pero habang papunta siya, doon na natawagan ng foul. Ito si kay Manny Ladi.
Check out the activity on the weak side. Ayun.
Elbow to the back.
Sold it well. Escobar comes away with a steal. Screen provided by Consubre. Escobar goes downhill and he'll earn himself 2 free throws.
Well, Dom Escobar at that instance really trying to beat everyone else down on the floor. Pero ang ganda nung well, hindi ganun kaayos yung spacing. So that was a tough shot for Dom Escobar. Good thing he got fouled in that situation.
Maagang palasan ng tao. Balagasay will be replaced by Chris Javier.
I think that substitution is really more of matchups. No, you have Junbun Subre now going up against the Chris Javier.
Let's go to Lyra.
The Bataan dugout felt more like a barkada than a team today, and Coach Mike Sagigit wouldn't have it any other way. Ayon sa kanya, lumalabas na din ang kulit ni Darang, Kani at Gabawan kahit sa practice pa lang, at para sa kanya that's a sign of a team that's growing together and a big factor in building a winning team. He also added sa basketball, pag maayos ang management, all impossible can happen. Happy locker room, healthy culture, and for Bataan, that might just be their biggest weapon. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. They've always banked on that chemistry throughout the years, Coach Mike. And now they bring in a couple of pieces. I've heard one more is coming if plans push through. They already have Joey Barcuma,
Yes.
Josh Galliano joining this team na since last season ay magkaasama na para dito sa Bataan.
At saka when they first played in versus Basilan, you immediately saw the impact of both Joey Barcuma and Joshua Galliano, really just bringing a different level of energy. Especially, I feel on the defensive end, ito si Joey Barcuma, it helped speed up the game, lalo na nung nag-tandem sila at one point with Robbie Darang.
May pasok ni Jeff Panday yung kanyang tres. Tabla na tayo, 5 apiece.
Jeff Manday normally is a 40% three-point shooter, but in the last 4 games, it's been a struggle for him. And hopefully, this game maging maganda yung shooting ni Jeff Manday.
Tutoy Ramirez, his second field goal of the ball game.
Switch. Got a mismatch downstairs.
Escobar doesn't go to Junbun Subre. Got back his own miss, in trouble. Kay Manny Ladi, loves that shot. Still cannot buy a bucket. And we talked about the defense of Bataan. Bunsubre picks up a foul after not coming away with the offensive rebound.
At saka laking bagay yung habol sa 50-50 ball.
Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Again, more effort, playing as a unit. 8-second backward violation. Di pa. Wait lang. 8 na.
Yeah, it should be 8. It's 16 on the clock.
Just to clarify, pag 16 na, doon na ba yun? O dapat lag-cross ng 15?
Normally, ang signal yan 16 eh. Pag nag-16 na yan, dapat nasa kabila ka na. And so I think they're gonna review this.
Ito, tignan niyo yung shot clock ah. I feel like possession pa dapat ng Bataan ah.
Yes. The chance to advance the ball.
Oo.
Pa-ahead sa kanila. As it should.
Kasi, yung 16 na yan, mayroon pa yung point something dapat eh.
Correct.
Ngayon kasi, with the advancement of technology, pag below 10 seconds, mayroon ng tenths of a second, 9.1, 8.4, whatever the case may be. Pag Pag 10 seconds pataas naman, hindi pa nila na-adapt yun.
Correct.
Kasi nga, syempre, hindi naman kasya dun sa digital clock, di ba? Pero, yun nga, yun yung point of contention. However, kasi by the 8th second, ibig sabihin, 8 seconds na nakalipas. So, if there's a
Walang
tenth
butal.
of a second,
Oh, yeah.
kumbaga, sa pagbigay ni Coach Mike ng pagmamahal sa kanyang misis, walang butal, walang labis, walang kulang.
Patay tayo dyan. And so they decided that this is going to be a turnover. They got awarding this possession.
Okay. So 8 seconds. 8-second backward violation na. In the process, Caloocan getting warned for improper bench decorum. They will regain possession. Playing without Kian Baclaan today. Manday sends it to the corner kay Manny Ladi, back to Jeff. Manday, step back 3, short. Escobar working hard on the interior. The offensive rebound and put back for the former Blue Eagle.
A good positioning right there by Dom Escobar. He averages roughly about 4 rebounds per game, and clearly once he gets it inside, it's much easier for him to score than to create from the outside.
Sazon, second miss from the outside. Manday comes away with the rebound.
Gotta find Jeff.
Escobar between the legs. Gives it up to Jeff Manday. Consubre to a cutting Escobar, who will lay it in over Chris Xavier.
Perfectly timed cut for Dom Escobar. You see that ball on the post clearly, no? Kita niya, malinaw na malinaw yung dive na yun, kaya kinuha ni Dom Escobar.
Escobar really doing a good job of picking his spots well. Consubre in traffic, no whistle. Back the other way, Bataan now trailing by 2. Ramirez. Chris Xavier has not shot the ball well from 3 this season, and his struggles continue.
Well, not a good offensive set. I'm sure usapan nila Coach Mike yan. This is that pass over to that short corner and that beautiful dive from the 45 by Dom Escobar.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
And as kids, you're always taught that. Pag yung bola nasa low post, weak side wing ka, you got a chance to dive and cut, then go and do it.
Manday, pinasa sa kanan kay Escobar. Dom shuffled his feet before putting the ball on the floor.
I thought he had a one more pass over to Jeff Manday.
Alfred Flores now in the ball game for Bataan. Alam mo, kumbaga sa kumpanya, meron ng factory ng point guards tong Bataan eh.
Parang agency na eh, no?
Oo.
Security agency.
May mga security agency na eh. May Alfred Flores, Rafi Darang, Hubert Cani, Joey Barcuma, dinagdag pa nila.
Oo. Pero I think it speaks well of yung sistema rin na ginagamit ni Coach Mike sa gigit. I'd like to think na over the course of the games that we've seen, we rarely have seen anything on the triangle offense, no? Karamihan naka 4 out. And so that space underneath is really left for paint touches and for, spray outs and three-point shooters.
Itong free throw na ito, sa atin na Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
And importante dito, I feel, for Bataan is the continued excellent play of Alfred Flores para sa kanila because he performs well. This guard rotation gets a little bit deeper for the Bataan Risers.
Dom Escobar is feeling it. 9 points here in quarter number 1. Pocket pass, Gabawan. That's always been a problem of his. Remember, before we talk about that, this was beautifully executed by Caloocan, leading to this 3-point shot by Dom Escobar. Remember that last ditch attempt by Gabawan against Mindoro, where they had a chance to win the game in Batangas. So minsan doon nagka-problema eh. Big game execution.
Yeah. Tsaka yung giggle, no? Pagkakita ng open space, gustong puntahan kagad, nakakalimutang i-dribble muna bago igalaw yung pivot foot.
Hubert Cani. Nabawan against Eric Camson. Skip pass. Too high for Ives Sazon.
I felt there was movement dun sa ofensiba na yun ng Bataan Risers, but I also thought that it came in late in the clock. No? Pagkababa nila, halos lahat nakatayo lang, parang second guessing themselves. Ano ba iraran natin? Where does that first movement come?
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Camson did not play against Mindoro, making his return tonight against Bataan. Straight away free, goes through from Chris Biton.
Napaka-importante ng mga ganyang mix para sa Caloocan, and especially if you get it from a guy like Chris Biton. You get him in a good rhythm, you know that's gonna be good para dito sa Batang Kangkalu.
Hubert Cani. 7 on their shot block. Cani answers right back with a trifecta.
Oh, Hubert Cani. He's in a good groove. Even Alfred makes that guard rotation even more potent para dito sa Risers.
Kabanag sa kaliwa. Pasa sa ilalim. Romel Calahat can't finish through traffic. Got it back. Great effort from Romel Calahat.
Romel Calahat, always a workhorse underneath. Ganda ng pwesto and think shot always once inside the paint.
Joshua Galliano now in the ball game for Bataan. Got bumped out of position. Foul will be called against the Batang Kangkalu.
I felt si Josh Galliano that time was really trying to split the defense. Medyo hindi maganda yung space. Pero sinubukan pa rin niya. Thankfully for him, natawagan ng foul itong Caloocan. But over the course of the game, you understand that they are definitely gonna compact on you, especially if you're Josh Galliano, because you love to put the ball on the floor and get faint touches.
Alfred Flores crossover dribble leading to the pull-up.
Alfred Flores so far doing really good. And you like that he's starting on a good shooting night para dito sa Risers.
Tatlo ang lamang ng Caloocan. Eric Camson at the right block. Double team comes. Try to locate Harvey Pagsanhan. Another turnover forced by the Risers defense.
Not so good when it comes to turnovers. That's already the third turnover for Caloocan in this game. And you sure would want to avoid that, especially in a close game like this.
Galliano, shot fake. Charging through. Able to draw a foul. Was so impressive in his debut against Basilan, Coach Mike.
Oh, tsaka I think one thing that you like about Galliano's entry here in the Risers, this is the other side of the performance of Joshua Galliano. Before, when he was with Ilagan Cowboys, really more depensa ang gamit sa kanya. But now, being active on the offensive side.
Yeah, the coach is challenged by Coach Gerson.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan. Kaya yung
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
ang lahat sa kanya-kanya.
Unsuccessful challenge by the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu.
Clearly on that drive, inside paint, may contact naman talaga. So, sobrang talaga, aggressive umatake ng loob ng paint itong si Joshua Galliano. Because pag ginagawa niya, mas lalong bubukas yung paint sa kanya. Even his shots on the outside helps him get a good rhythm.
masyadong malakas yung kanya unang free throw. Former Olivares College standout. Played for the Parañaque Patriots. Doon talaga siya sumikat sa Parañaque, no?
Magkakasama sila na yan. Nila John O'Malley. Pa yung mga kasama niya nun?
Buko Olivares boys.
Yeah, Olivares.
John Utuba.
Yeah, John Uduba, that's right.
50 seconds left in the first period.
Oh, man.
Pass intercepted. Ang bilis ni Alfred Flores. Iniwanan lahat for the layup.
Ganda ng rhythm ni Alfred Flores in this game. And I feel even in the last 3 games, you know, he understands his role and how he can contribute.
Bitoon launches. Too strong. Cabanag the offensive rebound. Pinasahan si Eric Camson. May foul galing sa likod. 2 free throws coming up for Eric. Steal of the game brought to you by the Extreme Boom Free waterproof speaker. Unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
Kitang-kita na yung corner guy, yung Jeremy Cabana. They knew that they were gonna spray that side. And Jamil Gabawan, just nakakaintindi na may shooter dito sa corner. Maaaring pasahan to. He played that passing lane well and got that steal.
Thompson. Sablay yung pangalawa. Bataan could opt for the last shot of the quarter and take the lead if they could convert on this possession. Flores spots up for free. It's good. Great way to close out the first quarter for the One Bataan Risers. Pretty much back and forth between these two teams in the North Division, Coach Mike.
And Alfred Flores has not yet missed on the floor. And clearly, this is a different type of Bataan Risers we've seen so far. We've seen them very good in the last games, and this is a good start to another quarter.
White Sox steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That player's going to even up the game. 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White Sox wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Bataan leads by 2 as we enter quarter number 2. Shooting terrific from the field and executing really well despite the fact that Caloocan had more rebounds and assists, Coach Mike.
Yeah, and both these teams actually doing very good at defending the paint. Karamihan ng mga shot attempts have really been either from 3 or the perimeter. Very rarely have you seen shot attempts inside. Speaks highly of, you know, how big they've been trying to avoid paint touches for their opponent. Jeremy Cabana getting blocked right there.
Takbuhan na naman, Bataan. Good transition defense, however, from Caloocan.
Tsaka kita mo si Joshua Galliano. Pababa na kagad sa poste. No? He understood he's gonna have advantage against Jeremy Cabana, who was coming in very late. And if he was able to get that ball over to Galliano, that would have been a threat offensively.
They have Hubert Cani, Chris Xavier, Jamil Gabawan, Joshua Galliano, and Alfred Flores. Friendly bounce on that jumper by Chris Xavier. Bataan has opened up a 4-point lead. Chris Bitoon turns it over. Gabawan. Pass deflected out of bounds by Eric Camson. Two front court guys coming in for the Batang Kangkalu. Jam Ramito and kay Manny Vladi replacing Eric Camson and Romel Calahat.
Trying to get more, you know, rim protection inside and physicality, in my opinion. with Jammer Hamito providing that, and then that rim protection provided by kay Manny Ladi.
Nagbabalik din sa loob si Chito Jaime. 3-point shooting. Mas efficient ang Bataan, Coach Mike.
Yes, kasi mas marami silang, well, the makes are the same but lesser attempts. And so clearly, nakikita mo now na the 3 points has really been one of the weapons now turned by the Risers, especially with the changes that they've made here in the past few games.
Also 13 bench points, 9 coming from Alfred Flores. But that time around, nobody stopping Chris Bitoon as he gets straight to the rim for the basket plus the foul.
One of the things that they will really need to see on the floor, especially offensively, is a very active Chris Bitoon. And the games that he's played, very limited minutes, pero alam mo na gagawa ng paraan na makatulong sa kanyang team.
Bitoon hits the free throw. Manny Pay is the digital wallet built for the community.
Saka ang challenge kay Chris Bitoon, he has not shot the ball very well this season. So to get back to confidence in taking shots, I think that's gonna do good for Caloocan.
Jaime swings it. Hubert Cani takes it and makes it from the left corner pocket.
Another 3-point make. They are 4 of 9 right now. And more than half of their shots have really come from 3.
Bitoon. Bounce pass to the elbow kay Manny Ladi to a
Nice.
cutting Jammer Hamito. Too strong. 5 seconds left. Bitoon sliding to the right. Way short on the jumper. Bataan with a 4-point lead. Can add on to that. Another corner pocket triple. That time it goes out. 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Cabanag spins into trouble. Throws it away. Turnover number 7 against Caloocan. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers.
There's 2 things that they've gotten better itong Risers. One is giving a good pass for a greater look. And then that confidence of taking those threes. Before, somehow nararamdaman mo may second guessing, no? Pag tumitira sa tres. Pero ngayon, everybody's got that go signal. If you're free, within your range, you gotta take that three.
Bataan wants to talk things over. They are up by 4, 25-21. Bataan completely looking like a different team the past couple of games after starting out the season 3-7, Coach Mike.
Yeah, clearly, better scoring, better defensively. It's the three-point shots that's been impressive. That's a plus, close to 9% in that department. Even the rebounds and assists. And so the basics of the game, including the three-point shooting, you talk about points per possession. Doon, in my opinion, clearly nagbago itong paglalaro ng Bataan Risers. Tsaka, babalik tayo din sa kumpiyansa na pinag-uusapan natin kanina. They're not second-guessing themselves. If I have a teammate that's free, kahit sino ka pa, alam mong range mo yan, kailangan tirahan mo na tres.
Mark Kuma, daming iniwanan doon. Now it's with Hubert Cani. Escobar back in the ball game for Caloocan. 7 seconds on Bataan shot clock. Cani stepping back, shoots over Jammer Hamito and Escobar with rebound number 4. Hamito, malakas na naman. Kay Manny Ladi, trumabaho, nakuha yung rebound. Banday sa tres. Bintis, nakuha ni Alex Ramos yung rebound.
Grabe yung dinedepensa ng Bataan Risers. They are making Caloocan take hurried shots.
Cani, good pass inside. Ramos can't finish point blank. Irvin Palencia now in the ball game for the Batang Kangkalu. Escobar against the much smaller Joey Barcuma rising up over him and scores. He now has 11 points.
Well, advantage down on the low block. You have a smaller Joey Barcuma. The closer it is to the rim, the more advantage it is for a bigger guy like Dom Escobar. But the farther out it is, mas advantage si Barcuma defensively because of the downhill speed. You know, just very good use of that space, creating that separation and going to that jumper on the short corner.
Pagkatapos nung tira na yun, mayroong foul against kay Manny Ladi who picks up his second. Almost a steal. No! Last touch. Hindi.
Yeah.
They overturned that initial call. Pero Bataan has to be mindful of the shot clock. Di pa sila nakakatawid ng half court. 17 seconds left.
They're calling double fist si Coach Jerson. I like to think this is full court pressure. Maganda na pagkaka-release ng Risers.
Tutoy Ramirez. Guarded by Jeff Manday. 8 seconds left on their shot clock. Spinning into trouble. Great help defense by Irvin Palencia, forcing the turnover.
You gotta push it if you're Irvin.
Kicks it out. Off the pass, there was a foul against Alex Ramos.
Medyo matagal nag-develop yung transition na yun para sa Caloocan. I thought they already had that left side very clear for Escobar to attack. It might be that Irvin Palencia was looking for shooters outside before he feeds it inside.
Ladi dumps it to Jeff Manday. Short jumper connects.
Importante talaga, Jeff Manday. Patuloy lang na mag-shot attempt. You cannot be attempting lesser because you are the primary scoring shooting guy na hinahanap ni Coach Jerson para sa Caloocan.
Leading their team in scoring. 14 points per ball game. Jeff Manday. Tutoy Ramirez with the emphatic response. Another 3-point conversion for the Risers.
Well, how about the shooting of Ramirez though? He's made another attempt. I don't think he's missed yet from today's game.
Escobar lets it fly. Tatalbog palabas and out.
Oh, look at Manny Ladi. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
That's a lot.
This is the first time I've seen kay Manny Ladi react that way. There were times where he was able to restrain himself. A lot of times actually. Dahil pinipisikal talaga siya dito sa MPBL. We saw that as early as their second game against Rizal.
And I feel in one way I see this box out right there. Ayun yung tulak sa likod which kay Manny Ladi did not like. So konting usapan sa ilalim and I felt he did bring it to kay Manny Ladi. Parang he baited him into it.
Yeah.
And then he exaggerated that push. And then in comes si Hubert Cani. Also, he didn't like it.
So, probably technical fouls coming on both sides. Kay Manny Ladi though, he already has one foul.
I think he's got two.
Akala ko kanina dalawa pero apparently isa pa lang.
Okay. I thought he had...
We have to verify.
Right. Because I thought early in the game he already had
Oh,
one
yun
with
nga
that Chito Jaime thing, right? And then he got called for another. That's supposed to be two.
Tama. So, if we're both right and he gets called for a technical foul here, that's gonna be his third.
Third, right.
And there's still a lot of time left in the second quarter.
Barring any technicals, no? He might even get four.
We'll pause for a break. Referees will sort it out.
kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo.
Upon review, it's a double unsportsmanlike foul on number 4 kay Manny Ladi and number 18 Tutoy Ramirez. Technical foul on one Bataan Risers number 7 Hubert Canny for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Just to recap what Richard Tampos announced. Teka, hindi. Parang di pa tapos ha. Hindi pa yata tapos.
Kasi what was announced is dalawang unspo, tig-isa si Tutoy at saka si kay Manny. And then may technical rin si Hubert Canny. We gotta clear this. Kasi material to, lalo na sa posisyon niya ni kay Manny Ladi, no? Which earlier we said he was supposed to have 2 personal fouls already.
Manday at the line for the technical free throw na tinawag against Hubert Canny. So Ladi's gonna be replaced.
Papalamig muna si kay Manny Ladi dito. Pumasok si Matias.
2 fouls against kay Manny Ladi on our official live stats. 28-26, Bataan with a 2-point lead. Sazon can't split the defense. Escobar has done a great job on both ends. Matias hands it off to Jeff Panday. Halfway point of the second quarter, Ronnie Matias drills in the free. Balik ang kalamangan sa kapunan ng Caloocan.
Na magic bunot pa. Yung 3 points na yun para kay Ronnie Matias, no? Right in there, libre. Takes it, take it.
Jaime swings it. Papunta kay Ives Sazon. Takes the free. No good. Long rebound ending up with Dom Escobar. Leaking out, Jammer Hamito, finally, he will score after a couple of point-blank misses.
So far, a couple of bruiser bigs scoring for Caloocan. Earlier we saw Matias, and now it's Jammer's turn. Battle for the rebound. Pretty tough going up against Jammer and Matias inside. Thankfully, bola pa rin ng Risers ito.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
How quickly does Jammer Hamito do a rim run after that turnover? And very quick, leaving behind to si Chico Jaime for that transition finish.
Si Ives Sazon maglalabas sa baseline. Malcuma. Shot clock winding down. Tutoy Ramirez leaning in. Draws a foul, earning himself 2 free throws.
Risers in the last 2 to 3 possession, not really in a good rhythm. I felt that shot was hurried. I felt they had Christian Balagasay already underneath, sealing against the defense of Matias. Never saw him and forced that tough shot.
Let's check in again with Lyra.
Coach Jerson Cabiltes is definitely growing with Caloocan after opening up about how much their first loss to San Juan stung. Ibang ora na ang makikita mo sa kanya after surviving that overtime battle against Mindoro. I like those close games. I welcome them, he said. For him, those are the games that reveal a team's true character and give him a clearer picture of what still needs correcting. As a coach, I define their roles, kaya kahit sino daw ang tawagin, may confidence siyang kayang mag-step up, and that balance in the roster is their biggest strength. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Lyra. Oh, exquisite move by Jeff Manday to beat the buzzer. Caloocan has opened up a 3-point lead. Jaime's free, off.
Sazon, great effort, but Manday sticking with it, but throws it away. Not able to locate Ronnie Matias.
A bad turnover right there for Caloocan. But you're liking that Manday already has 8 points in this game. Very active. Went to that dance, had to be creative. Took it the other side. Epekto yung tira na yun para kay Jeff Manday.
Bataan beginning to turn the ball over. Manday pull-up jumper off the glass. Wala. Escobar with the terrific effort, giving them another possession. Pasa sa labas, Escobar. Rebound ending up with Chito Jaime.
Rice are slow to get down now. Naunahan pa sila ni Joey Barcuma pababa.
Pull-up jumper, Barcuma, wala. May foul laban sa Bataan. They are in penalty.
The rebounding situation has clearly changed since Ronnie Matias came in. Naging mas mahirap na basta kumuha ka lang ng rebound sa loob dahil napakasipag kumuha ng box out at rebounds itong dalawang bruiser na ito na si Jammer Hamito and Ronnie Matias.
Jammer Hamito, sablay yung kanya unang free throw.
He's just a close to 40% free throw shooter. One of the things he's definitely got to work on.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Hitting the back end of his free throws. Kong Oka, always present during the big games of actually lahat ng games ng Caloocan.
Yes.
Javier, great job of gathering himself, not panicking, down low, able to score underneath.
And once again, Chris Javier saves the day for the Bataan Risers, ending the mini slump in some of the possessions, unable to score field goals.
Manday sizing up Chito Jaime. Can't shake him off. The spin, kick out pass.
One more, yeah.
Manday for free. That will roll out. Bagsak si Jammer Hamito. May pito din, may foul laban kay Chito Jaime. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Yan yung paborito play na sinasabi natin dati pa dito sa Bataan, no? That short action where you involve a third player in that screen and roll activity between Flores and Chris Javier. Yep.
Go.
No, I was going to say Jammer Hamida once again on the line.
Lyra was talking about in her last report how Coach Jerson Cabiltes loves being in these close games because that really reveals yung character na meron yung team niya at kung sino yung pwede niyang maasahan pagdikdikan yung laro. Without Kian Baclaan today, some guys are gonna have to step up. Tutoy Ramirez out of control. That was a blown opportunity that time for Bataan. Back the other way. Pasa sa labas, Manday sa tres, wala. Escobar working extra hard, giving them another possession. Escobar with 13 points and 7 rebounds.
Extended possessions and grabbing defensive rebounds been the things that's making, you know, life tough for the Risers against Caloocan.
White Sox steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That player's going to even up the game. 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White Sox wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Still with us at the One Arena in Cainta Rizal. And we talked about Tom Escobar having himself a strong first half. Those are the numbers, 13 points, 7 rebounds. He also has free steals, so he's doing it in all facets so far, Coach Mike.
Tsaka ang ganda ng minuto niya dito, close to 13 minutes. And again, you know, just understanding when to exploit matchups. That time around, able to get one over Barcuma, and then that weak side 45 cut earlier that we saw. And I like that he's being very active on the rebounding end, making himself available. And you couple him with Matias and Hamito, you sure have a good rebounding trio right there for Caloocan.
Among the three high-priced rookies that they have, kay Manny Ladi, Kian Baclaan, I feel like si Dom Escobar yung kinailangan mag-adjust ng husto, no? Because he was so used to having the ball in his hands more when he was with Ateneo. But playing a different role here with Caloocan, but he has embraced it. And we rarely, actually wala tayong nakitang complaints from him. You rarely see him get frustrated, show it in his face. And it's nice to see him have a huge game. And it has rubbed off his teammates as well. Nice basket from Jammer Amito, counted plus the foul.
And I think that's very important for Dom Escobar. See this fast break right here. Irvin Palencia had to leave it over. Jammer Hamito, sobrang sipag mag-rim run dito sa game na to.
Last play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Sablay nga lang yung free throw, got it back. Palencia. Kick out pass, Escobar. 3-second violation against Caloocan. Camp too long inside was Jammer Amito that time.
Sayang, ganda pa naman sana nung drive downhill ni Dom Escobar. He was trying to engage that help on the low tag, trying to spray it over to Irvin Palencia. And I really love how Manny Ladi has matured to that level of play na off-ball, no? Okay lang sa kanya dumaglaro. Not really primary scorer, pero yung galaw sa kabilang side.
High off the glass, Alfred Flores. Dalawang free throws ang igagawad kay Alfred.
And that is one thing that has come in very rare for Bataan Risers, especially in this quarter. That's only their 4th attempt inside the paint. They are 1 out of 4 inside the shaded area. And they've just been allowed 3-point shots and perimeter range jumpers. And Alfred Flores so far has led this team in terms of scoring. He's got 9 so far through two quarters.
Mintis nga lang yung kanya unang free throw. Coach Mike Sagigit, former Caloocan coach. And we have to talk about his stint with Caloocan, Coach Mike. Ito si Coach Mike, sorry for the no pun intended. Pero Coach Mike Sagigit, he took over at the early stages of the season where Caloocan was struggling a bit. Turned things around. And yung isang tumatak sa isip ko, when Coach Mike came in, I remember Sidney Crespo, our former Cordia reporter, mentioned this to me na very glaring, no? Sa dugout nila how yung mga players niya at that time were locked in, was totally focused on what he was saying, that calming presence. Naging susi yun, no, sa kanilang magandang season, reaching the North Division semifinal, just falling short against Abra.
And I think that really speaks highly of, the kind of motivator that Coach Mike Sagigit really is. He understands, how to speak to his players, how to communicate with them. Kaya makikita mo yung mga previous na mga players niya from Olivares, I guess even from Perpetual, have really love, playing still under Coach Mike Sagigit. And a point in case, you got Joshua Galliano and even Joey Barcuma right now here with the Risers. And they are definitely loving how they've been playing so far here in Bataan.
Another foul tagged against Bataan. Caloocan slowly but surely pulling away. These are the games where Bataan is gonna be tested again. Yung kanilang composure, we've seen them have big leads. Case in point against Mindoro.
Yes.
Lumamang na sila na I think as many as 14 or 16. Tapos nahabol pa sila and eventually losing out that game. Now with a different coach at the helm, can we see them rise to the occasion and pull off a victory? Hard foul. Darang
falling on the floor.
And that has been ongoing a little bit. Even kanina sa kabila, doon pa lang sa side ng floor nitong Caloocan. And the players had to be restrained. And, you know, same case here. See that drive right there by Robbie Darang. He gets hit on the face. This time by Harvey Pagsanhan. Strong drive, trying to create space. He was actually trying to cage him para maiwan sa likod. Ayun, yung braso bumaba right on the face of Robbie Darang. And that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Pagsanhan clearly went for the ball, but tinamaan niya sa buka si Robbie Darang. So this could be a case of excessive hard contact. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Darang, good sign that he is up after that hit. Gerson Cabiltes. Last 3 games have been tough prior to that loss against San Juan, against Bulacan, where they had to withstand that 40-point output the Puyas dished out in the 3rd quarter, courtesy of Benedict Benedictos.
Yep.
Who had, 7 ba yun? Itong 3rd quarter?
Parang
7, di ba?
yeah, 7 in that quarter.
23 of his 29 points.
Right. And I feel also yung mga recent na mga games ng Caloocan, medyo after those blowout wins against Bacolod, Iloilo, and Valenzuela, everything's been very competitive, no? Very close, single digits wins or losses. Of course, sama mo na dyan yung 8-point loss nila against San Juan. And then they win a close game against Mindoro last time in OT.
Number 12, Harvey Pagsanhan.
No surprises here. Unsportsmanlike foul on Harvey Pagsanhan. This is a big swing for the Risers. Especially if Darang could hit both free throws, they get the ball back. Although they'll have 14 seconds on their shot clock. About a 5 to 6 second differential between the shot and game clocks. Pero magkakataon para sa kanila na maibaba ilamang because it has gone up to double figures until that made free throw by Robbie Darang.
Yeah, both sides of the floor actually, dun medyo challenge ang Bataan dito sa 2nd quarter. They have allowed 25 points for Caloocan while only scoring. This is only their 15th points here in the 2nd. And the shots, a lot of them coming inside the paint para sa Caloocan only because of points of turnovers that have allowed them rim runs. The point in case, Jamaramito.
Robbie Darang still with the basketball, working on Romel Calahat. Darang launches over him, no good. Enough time for Caloocan. Pagsanhan, count it, plus the foul.
Wow.
With a kamikaze drive, Pagsanhan gets the lead back up to double figures.
Transition defense been the challenge so far for the Risers. Caloocan's just been so quick off turnovers and off misses. Quickly on that run out by Harvey Pagsanhan, outsprinting a couple of Risers in the open floor.
3.8 seconds remaining in the first half. Harvey nails the free throw. Darang receives it. Will heave it from half court. At dyan magtatapos ang first half. A lot of emotions, tempers flaring in the 2nd period. But Caloocan finishing strong in this quarter. At ngayon, sila na ang lamang by 11 at a half over Bataan, 46-35.
Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan.
Kayo po ay nakatutok pa rin sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Beyond basketball, it's also about giving back. The Manny Pacquiao Foundation is helping communities rebuild and recover after recent calamities. Let's take a look.
Mabigat po ang aking puso habang pinagmamasdan natin ang epekto ng magnitude 7.8 na lindol sa ating mga komunidad. Marami ang nasirang bahay, gusali, paaralan, tulay at mga kalsada. Ang ilang lugar ay nahihirapan pa rin maabot dahil sa lawak ng pinsala. Pinakamabigat sa lahat, may mga buhay tayong nawala at may mga pamilyang nagdadalamhati sa oras na ito. Sa mga naulila, sa mga nasugatan, sa mga nawalan ng tahanan at sa lahat ng naapektuhan ng kalamidad na ito, nais kong ipaabot ang aking taos-pusong pakikiramay at panalangin. Nakikiisa kami sa inyong pagdadalamhati at sa inyong pagbangon. Maraming salamat sa ating mga government officials, respondents, volunteers, uniform personnel, healthcare workers at mga kawani ng gobyerno na walang pagod na nagtatrabaho upang matulungan ang ating mga kababayan. Higit sa lahat, maraming salamat sa ating mahal na Pangulo sa kanyang pagbisita sa ating lugar na naapektuhan ng lindol. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President, sa lahat ng tulong na ibinigay niyo po sa amin. Sa mga panahong tulad nito, higit nating kailangan ang pagkakaisa, malasakit at pananampalataya. Patuloy po tayong mag-ingat, sundin natin ang mga abiso ng ating mga otoridad. Tulungan natin ang ating mga kapitbahay at ipagdasal natin ang bawat pamilyang naapektuhan. Sa mga nais pong magpaabot ng kanilang tulong, pwede niyo pong ipadala ang inyong mga donasyon through Manny Pacquiao Foundation at PACQUIAO'S.org, Emmanuel and Genghis Heart Foundation. Maaring malakas ang lindol na ating naranasan, ngunit higit na makapangyarihan ang ating Panginoon na may hawak ng sanlibutan. Siya may bigay ng buhay sa atin. Sama-sama tayong pabangon, sama-sama nating muling itayo ang mga nasira at sama-sama nating ipakita ang tunay na diwa ng pagkakaisa, katatagan at pagmamalasakit sa kapwa. Mahal ko kayong lahat, mga kababayan ko. Patuloy po tayong magdasal para sa Sarangani and Jinsan at sa lahat ng mga probinsya at city na naapektuhan ng lindol na ito. And stay strong. Ito lang po ang maiwan ko sa inyo. Stay strong in the Lord. He is our refuge, our strength, and our hope. God bless everyone because God is good all the time. Stay safe. Thank you.
Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama.
46-35 is our score at the half, and 11-point lead being enjoyed right now by Caloocan. Dikit yung ating laban, Coach Mike, up until the halfway point where Bataan was still in front 28-26, but then Caloocan unleashing a 20-5 run to seize control of this ball game.
Yeah, especially in that second quarter, in my opinion. Napakalaking bagay noon. Kaya you see that 11 more attempts para dito sa Caloocan. Clearly, it shows you defensively, it's been tough to break para dito sa Risers. Why they did make their shot from the outside early is the turnovers, no? 8 turnovers to which they got. Caloocan got 12 points off of it. They dominated the offensive rebounds, and they have 11 second chance points off of it. And the inside points, 18 versus 6, all because of transition defense, rim runs. And that's been, I guess, the theme for the Risers, not getting enough paint touches.
Dom Escobar, 13 points. Samahan mo pa ng 8 rebound at 3 steals. All-around performance for Dom. Especially with kay Manny Ladi struggling scoreless in the first 2 quarters. Low-key and Baklaan, and it was Escobar stepping up to the plate for the Batang Kangkalu para naman sa 1 Bataan Risers. Off the bench, Alfred Flores with 10, 9 points for Tutoy Ramirez. So a couple of former ICC Blue Hawks leading them in scoring. But what do you want to see more from Bataan as we head into the second half?
Well, transition defense on the defensive side of the ball, and of course, definitely paint touches para sa kanilang ofensiva. They have not gotten into anything inside the paint. And so yung mga shooters nila na napakaganda ng naging makes early in the first quarter, they're not getting so many open looks only because they have been denied scoring inside the paint.
Let me correct myself. Caloocan outscoring Bataan 20-7 in the last 5 minutes to close out that second period. Thus, this 11-point advantage. So, very interesting what adjustments Coach Mike Sagigit and the rest of the coaching staff has had in that halftime huddle. That time, coming away with a stop, Alfred Flores starts the third with Chito Jaime, Hubert Cani, Chris Javier, and Ives Sazon. Sazon has yet to score.
foul laban kay Alfred Flores. That's his third foul. Hindi makapaniwala dun sa huling pito. Chris Bitoon, Harvey Pagsanhan, Jeramer Cabanag, who fires a quick free. Mintes, kasama nila sa loob si June Bonsubre and kay Manny Ladi. Sazon swings it to the corner. Chris Xavier. Now with Flores. Now he takes it and he will make it.
I thought he had a shot already. He could have taken it very quick. You know, dalawang beses. I felt the first offensive set of Bataan, medyo slow yung activity nila. Ito naman, naghe-hesitate na tumira. Very unlike how they played in their last two games.
Okay, Manny Ladi pulls out. Now he drives. Still could not finish.
I don't think Manny Ladi touched it. That should stay with Caloocan. I certainly don't think he touched it.
Nangyari pa sa harap ng kanilang bench. Kaya naman si Coach Gerson napatayo. Napalapit sa ating mga game officials.
Madalas napapatayo si Coach Gerson today in our game. Well, that calmness na ni-report kanina ni ano.
Kaya nga di ako makapaniwala Sabi nila mas relax daw si Coach Gerson. Pero ito, it didn't take long for him. But you know Coach Gerson, he is that guy who wears his heart on his sleeve.
Correct.
Type of coach.
Correct.
Great motivator.
At saka ang hirap itago niya kung yan yung passion mo. No? He's a very passionate coach. I mean, regardless where he coaches, be it collegiate or here, you know, you see the same things. The champion coach in Coach Gerson Cabiltes definitely expects nothing less from the teams that he's coached.
Robbie Darang finds Ives Sazon. That's his first basket of the ball game, the leading scorer for Bataan this season.
I thought they could have moved that ball more, you know, para ma-shift nila yung depensa, but you know, good enough. You have Ives Sazon going to his sweet spot and taking that shot. Corner exit 3.
Kabanag open look, wala. Rebound nakuha ni Hubert Cani.
See how slow they are offensively to get to their sets.
Cani stepping back. Got caught warding off. Offensive foul ang itatawag laban sa Bataan.
And definitely Caloocan, the better defensive team versus dito sa Bataan Risers. And ito nararamdaman natin ngayon, and they are generating their points off the defense.
Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. 2 minutes gone by in quarter number 3. Bitoon. Dribbles to the right. Spins left, lays it in.
Now, was that good defense? I thought yes. You know, ang ganda ng pagkaka-swing over, pagkaka-peel off ni Chris Xavier doon. Pero nagawa ng paraan ni Chris Beton, and so far shooting's been good in that manner para kay Robbie Darang.
First field goal make from Robbie Darang. Lead cut down to 6. Bitoon lost his dribble. Ladi picks it up, gives it back out to Chris. Bitoon drives baseline, kicks it out, open free, Dom Escobar. It's good.
He's been in a good zone in this game, huh? Ganda ng release, napaka-komportable, and you like that he's in a good rhythm.
His girlfriend making the travel here from the US. Sa poste, Chris Xavier. Laban kay June Bonsubre, wala. Rebound nakuha ni kay Manny Ladi. Bagsak pareho si Javier at Bonsubre. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers.
Yung kagandahan dyan sa 3 points na yan ni Dom Escobar. Bukod dyan is yung activity ni Chris Beton. He's been, you know, finding teammates. If not, he's also trying to score. I like that in Chris Beton in this game.
Good cut, Escobar. Fouled by Ives Sazon.
Well, the way it looks so far here in the third quarter, and I'd like to believe even in the second quarter, Risers are slower to getting 2 spots on the floor. That time around, Escobar beating them to that shot underneath.
I'm really pleased with the demeanor that Dom Escobar has right now. That bright smile, perhaps factor na nandito yung kanyang girlfriend, his family. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 2 of 3 from the line, make that 3 out of 4. 17 points to lead all scorers tonight for Caloocan.
And somehow you feel he's got that glow of confidence in this game, ano? Parang ngayon yung nakita natin kay Joseph Guion kanina, no? Iba yung ngiti ni Joseph kanina,
Ayun, parang nagpagluta yata yun,
Binibigyan pa tayo ng tips, ano?
Parang mahilig kumain ng prutas yun, yung Joseph Guion. Chris Javier drills in the 3. Baba sa 7 ulit ang lamang. 4 minutes gone by in quarter number 3.
Well, yung basket na yun ni Chris Javier, that's definitely where that offense gotta go. You know, shift mo muna yung defense before you get to any shot attempts. Just like how Caloocan is doing it right now.
3-point shot pops out from Chris Bitoon. Kani onto the front court. Racing through and picks up a foul on Dom Escobar.
Clearly, to my point, was what I was mentioning earlier, na mas mabilis kumilos ngayon itong Caloocan, especially coming from the second quarter. Even sa pagbaba, 4 na puting Caloocan defenders na nakikita mo doon against that lone drive by Hubert Kani. That ball did not even get distributed to other teammates so that it shifts the defense.
First free throw, pasok, galing kay Hubert. Punta natin si Lyra.
Bataan's halftime message was all about matching Caloocan's physicality. Coach Mike Sagigit wants better swing passes, harder switches, and more effort on the glass. Medyo nabubuli na tayo sa opensa. Ang dali na tayong i-one-on-one. He challenged his guards to get lower defensively, box out every possession, and crash the offensive boards after every miss. But perhaps his biggest message was about embracing the moment. He said, "Ang sarap maglaro, everybody's watching us to beat Caloocan." Back to you guys.
Tama ka dyan, Lyra. Daming ang tao ngayon.
Oo.
Diba? And it's always a great feeling when you're the underdog, you're fighting through adversity, matching the effort of your opponent or actually outdoing them in terms of that category, and come up with a victory na inaasam-asam na matagal-tagal na nitong Bataan. And right now, they're pretty much in the thick of things, down by just 5, 52-47.
Lalo na kung alam mo yung history ng between these coaches and these teams, you definitely, want to send out that message sa mga players mo na to motivate them, if only to perform better and even come out with a win. Oh no, that's another reaction by MANNY Ladi.
Has to be careful here. He already has an unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, and then they're gonna review this because of that second motion by MANNY Ladi.
And again, we've been talking about this, how he has done a good job this season of restraining himself. Na every time kakantiin siya, minsan nga ine-embrace pa niya na he's pumping himself up. I remember that game against Caloocan, yun yung tumatak sa isip ko, no? Pinipisigal siya ni Kuya Marky.
Yes.
Pero at the end of everything, nagkangitian pa sila, earning each other's respect.
Yeah.
But this is totally uncharacteristic of him to react the way he is right now. And these are actually his first couple of points. Was scoreless in the first half. Probably the first time all season long na nangyari sa kanya dito sa MPBL. Alfred Flores straight but short on that free. Jam Ramito deep in the paint. Floater, no. Got it back. Short. Third. Serving. Wala pa din. We go back the other way. Foul. Laban sa Caloocan.
Yeah, that's called a Jam Ramito.
Ang sinasabi ni Coach Gerson, isang dribble para may lakas. Paangat.
Power dribble,
Oo,
no?
diba?
Para may rhythm ka pataas. Kasi yung angat ni Jammer Hamito, parang kulang ng lift no?
Although, on the flip side of that, you get prone for
To
those trips
ball
down
taps.
low.
Oo, tama.
Sazon doesn't connect on the free.
Gotta spray it out.
Kani wants to post up Chris Bitoon. Backing him down. Humihit. Banks it in, plus the foul.
You know, I was gonna say that I don't think Hubert Kani had any space right there, but I totally forgot. He's got that little drop step and that control and able to finish right through contact. He's one of those few guards that we've seen poste kayang-kayang laruin. Even downhill, face up, take shots outside. And he has been really, for the most part, in the crucial runs of Bataan, been one of the guys that has carried the load for them.
Completes the three-point play. 54-50. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Shot fake. And a basket from Jammer Amito.
So far here in this quarter, Bataan outscoring Caloocan, but you gotta play faster now, in my opinion, especially as you head to the fourth. Good three right there by Josh Galliano.
Baba sa tatlo ang kailangan habulin ng Bataan. Escobar sa bandang kanan. Stepping back. Jumper is good.
He's so good, right? In this game, a lot of calmness para dito kay Dom Escobar. He's got, 19 points. A lot of his shots have been in the perimeter and inside the paint. Look at him get that ball right now, pushing it.
9th rebound from Dom Escobar. One shy of a double-double.
Travel, yeah. That's the right call. That is the right call. He definitely lifted his pivot foot.
Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Ganda ng pagkaka-roll na yun ni Jammer Amito. I thought that pass was gonna go kay Manny Laddie first before it went to Jammer Amito, but instead they went directly to Jammer.
3 minuto na lalabi sa ating third period. Chris Xavier.
Yeah, gotta take that. Yeah.
Pasok yan! Galing sa tres.
The reason I say that he's gotta take it, kasi nakakamp na kanina pa si Jammer Hamito. Naka-drop coverage. You have to make him pay. You gotta take it if you're Chris Xavier.
That time, a better read from Chris Xavier. Manday, sinagot!
My.
With a free of his own.
Jeff Manday has shot the ball very well. Steal.
Manday, one of the league leaders in terms of steals, takes the free. That time, no good. It will stay on this side. 6-point lead for the Batang Kankalu.
Earlier, that was the second three-point make of Jeff Manday. Now they go on a baseline out of bounds.
Hamito, one-hander, malakas. Agawan sa bola, merong foul laban sa Caloocan.
That's at Kalahat.
Both teams in the bonus. Free throws coming up for Bataan. Yung Bataan, they wanna remove that tag of them. Kasi paulit-ulit na yan, no? Yung conversation, Coach Mike, na ang lakas ng team nila. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL, napakabalanse. Pero pag malalakas yung kalaban, usually they fail to rise to the occasion. I remember last season as well, where they had that big lead against Pampanga, where they were in front double digits on their home floor. But eventually losing out that game. Ang daming cases na ganyan eh. And, well, if they could pick up a victory tonight against Caloocan, that could really shift things for them moving forward. Dom Escobar now matching his career high in the MPBL, now at 21 points.
And I like that you brought that up, Ken. Only because even in this season, no, ang dami nilang mga very competitive games na wherein they either won or lost by 6 to 10 points, to which you know in the games that they've lost, they could have done better, especially execution-wise. And I speak of that game against Cebu, Pasig, Pinyan, where they lost by 7, 6, and 10. and even that close game against Mindoro. But Dom Escobar is clearly on a mission right now. He wants to go home with a win and lead Caloocan in this game.
Jeff Banday shooting 90% from the line this season. Hits his first free throw. And this is impressive for Jeff. Double-double against Mindoro. This was a game where he was 3 out of 7 from free in the first half. Did not make any free since, but did it in a variety of ways. His damage, getting rebounds, getting a double-double. 18 points, 11 rebounds, meron pang 3 steals. Escobar getting fouled. He now has an opportunity to eclipse his career high in the MPBL.
And boy, he's been very active. You know, and he starts it on the defensive end, trying to secure defensive rebounds. And once inside the paint sa offensive side, susubukan rin kumuha ng extension ng possessions by getting offensive rebounds. But he's been in a good flow right now. Itong si Dom Escobar. And we talked about him, you know, especially in the second quarter when things really shifted. It's that foul earlier by Javier on Dom Escobar.
Entering this game averaging just 6.8 points, 36.7% from the line. But playing inspired basketball, double-double performance, 21 and 11. The parents of Dom are here, Eduardo and Vanessa Escobar.
Might be one of the reasons why, you know, he's playing very inspired basketball tonight. Might just be, you know, one of his top games this season, you know?
Easily the top.
Oh yeah.
Kasi
Far cry from close to 7 points per game.
oo. Malagasay nakuha yung rebound. Flores turns down the open look. Finds Nutoy Ramirez who finally cans in a free.
Yeah, they're making their threes in that situation and they are still outscoring. Itong Caloocan. Another spray.
Open look, Manday. Wala. Nangunguna si Jamil Gabawan, has Palencia to beat. And Irvin Palencia, good foul. Gabawan, not really known as a good free throw shooter. He'll have to earn it from the line.
One of the few times that you see a clear leak out for the Bataan Risers. And to your point, you know, free throw shooting's been really a challenge para dito kay Jamil Gabawan.
Gabawan, just a 35% free throw shooter.
Yep.
And that's exactly why that turned out to be a good foul.
That is right. And you gotta be better in you know, performing at the line.
Getting a split. 5 ang lamang ng Caloocan. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Swing pass to Pagsanhan. Manday with a basketball. Balik kay Harvey. Jeff trying to shake off Flores. Eventually locating Romel Calahat, who scores off the glass plus the foul.
Getting out hustled inside the paint. That's been the story so far through 3 quarters. And even getting a paint touch right there, that short roll, 2 on the ball, and quickly Romel Calahat, just too easy inside. A lot of times na nakakakitaan natin si Romel na ganyang pagkakataon, short roll sa loob.
Hits the bonus. Caloocan once again doing a fantastic job of closing out quarters. Did it in the second. Established that 11-point lead. Nakalusot si Joshua Galliano, who will score inside the paint. Baba sa 6 ang lamang, 69-63.
But clearly here in the second half, you know, at least good looks for Joshua Galliano. But I definitely would love to see more man and ball movement for the Risers.
Palencia over Alfred Flores to end the third.
It's been that kind of night, really, for Caloocan. Just pushing the right buttons, making the right reads, and finishing it off with good looks.
Cut it off just in time Had a full second left when he released it. Irvin Palencia with that big-time shot to close out this period, keeping Bataan at bay and heading to the fourth. Lamang sila, 71-63.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa.
White Sox steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way it's going to even up the game. The 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White Sox wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Still with us for the 8th season of the MPBL. Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan a QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Dami nanonood, Coach Mike.
Oo. We have a couple of good games actually. Kaya naman itong mga taga One Arena, si Coach Aisel right there.
Excited na akong kainin ng ating kaldereta maya-maya lamang. Nung huling beses na nandito ako, nagpamahagi siya na napakasarap na sisig.
Sisig, yes. I loved it. Alam mo, kinain ko yun sa bahay and sarap yun. May kasamang serbesa, syempre. Oh, I think ang ano dito, ang challenge sa Risers, nakascore ka ng 28, halos 30 yung score mo, pero hinayaan mo rin makascore ng 25 ang Caloocan. You definitely also have to make it difficult for them to score. And I think it's the man and ball movement that's missing right now in this particular game. Something that we've seen, glaring in their last 2 wins.
Isa pang glaring stat tonight for Bataan as they turn the ball over for the 13th time. They only have a total of 10 points inside the paint. Kalahat, tumabaw sa ilalim. He will score against 2 defenders.
Nagkakaroon kasi ng mga instances na may mga empty possession sila no? Halos di makatira katulad nung huling possession na yun. Pasa ni Balagasay na steal ng Caloocan, intending that entry pass over to Chito Jaime. You can't come up with empty possessions. Gotta have attempts and make sure na quality yung shot attempts nila. Oh boy. Balagasay and Bonsubre right here. Labanan sa ilalim after nung shot attempt ni Chito.
Nakakaya ni Guster down, ni Jun Bonsubre.
Intense rin yan si Jun Bonsubre. Well, I guess that's part of him being the top defensive player. Siyempre, intimidation sa kalaban.
Alam mo ba't ko sinabi yun?
Bakit?
Baka pag kay Coach Aisel, di niya magawa yan.
Tingin ko,
Ha?
guaranteed. Guaranteed yan. Parang sa atin rin lang yan.
Makuha ka sa tingin. Jun, ha? Of course, congratulations to them.
Yes.
They're expecting this year.
That's right.
10-point lead. Caloocan in front.
Ganda ng depensa ng Caloocan, I have to say. That baseline out of bounds involved multiple screens and action, but they never got beat defensively. They were always in there, making it difficult for the inbound to even happen. And now they're putting pressure sa depensa naman itong Risers.
Harley Pagsanhal, Romel Calahat, Irvin Palencia, Jun Bonsubre, and Joko Tayangtong, a veteran unit on the floor for Coach Gerson Cabildes. 6 seconds left. Palencia blocked by Chris Xavier. Yun naman ang tanong, no? Sa lineup na meron ngayon si Coach Gerson. Saan gagaling yung kanilang opensa, Coach Mike?
Oo, kasi ito halos defensive 5 itong nasa loob ngayon. Maybe trying to frustrate Bataan very early and then bringing in your scorers who have done so well in the previous quarters.
Forcing them rather into 3 turnovers already and early in the 4th. They could not convert on the other end. Bataan. Naagawan si Flores, si Palencia. Dumps it off. Tayongtong will score.
Risers getting outplayed here.
Ito yung sinasabi natin, Coach Mike, no, na seemingly, ang hirap. Saan manggagaling nga yung kung sino yung i-score para sa opponent na ito. Pero dahil tumatrabaho sila sa depensa, not that time though, they let Alfred Flores bury that 3. But for the most part, they have kept Bataan at bay, and as a result, they still have this 9-point lead.
O yung depensa yung nag-generate ng opensa nila, no? In the very early goings here in the fourth quarter. And I think, you know, Coach Jerson is gonna love that kung magpapatuloy yan because it gives more rest for his offensive players on the floor. That's
On the
over.
box out, si Joshua Galliano yung pinituhan ng foul.
I thought Romel Calahan went over and back.
Steal of the game is brought to you by the itong Boom Free waterproof speaker. Unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
Ganda ng pagkaka-steal niya ni Erwin Palencia.
Yeah, may coach's challenge by Coach Mike Sagigit. We'll be back to the result of this one.
Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Second foul on
Napailing
Josh
si Coach
Galliano.
Mike dahil bigo yung kanyang pag-challenge dito sa tinawag na foul laban kay Joshua Galliano.
Yeah, that was yung earlier before that. Ano ni Calahan. I think doon nagsimula yung tawag. But I felt that was, you know, simple as a box out situation. They could have let that go.
Jeff Panday returns as well as kay Manny Ladi, who has yet to make a field goal, but he has done a great job of setting up his teammates. Special delivery papunta kay June Bonsubre.
Well, inside the paint, they've been 3 of 3 so far. Itong Caloocan. And even on a half-court set, they have not been able to get or even slow down the production in that department for Caloocan. But this defense is really making it tough for the Risers. That's the best pass right there.
Flores open look, wala. Rebound tracked down by Chris Xavier. Cani over Lani. That's good from downtown.
And I love that Hubert Cani took it. I thought that pass was a little bit late coming off the hands of Chris Xavier, but didn't matter. Hubert Cani was able to knock it down.
Hubert Cani, 14 points, a couple of free three-pointers. Ladi throws it away this time. Bataan with a chance, down by 8. Lot of time left. Cani stepping into a free, back-to-back from Hubert.
Hubert Cani knocking down shots right now from the outside. And they're gonna need that. He's a 32% three-point shooter.
Babasa 5 ang Kalamangan. Bonsubre,
Nice
bounce pass. Ladi fouled hard. Will have to earn it from the free throw line.
Pag yung opensa talaga naging interior passing, good skip right here over to Hubert Cani. And then this was that step in 3 by Hubert. Manday not getting to him quickly to try and challenge that shot. Couple of quick threes from Hubert.
Season low in points for kay Manny Ladi was at 4 points against Iloilo. Eh yun kasi hindi na siya halos kinailangan gamitin doon. That was a blowout victory for them. Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. And that's the only time that he wasn't able to break into double figures. The rest of the games, lahat at least 10 points pataas.
Right now, matching his season low, 4 points. After 2 made free throws. Long 3-point shot by Flores. Wala. Kay Manny Ladi with a running start. Gives it back
Nice
out to Jeff
pass.
Manday sa ilalim. Tumambling si Jammer. Napangiti na lang si Chris Xavier dahil he knew he was late on that transition defense.
Which is pretty much for the most case what's happened here in this game.
Itong free throw na ito, din sa atin yan na extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. You've been talking about their defense, Coach Mike. During that 7-game losing skid, they were giving up close to 90 points per contest. And you talked about that third quarter where maganda rin naman yung kanilang output but they gave up 28 points against Caloocan.
Oo. At saka, I think this is, of the last 3 games that they played, this is the not so good way of they play.
Oh! The throwdown by Manny Ladi. What a way to score your first field goal after struggling for so long. Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Throw it down with bad intentions. Manny Ladi taking flight.
What a throwdown by kay Manny Ladi. Lahat ng frustration na hindi na ipasok kanina, dito nilabas.
Ives Sazon though, scoring his first field goal as well. Making that 3-pointer, cutting the lead down. Chris Biton with a basket.
I thought that was a push on Chris Biton. He definitely extended that right arm to create that separation. But don't matter now, that shot still counts.
Step back jumper, Flores, wala. One and done that time for Bataan. Nagmamadali si Jeff Manday. Gets the step. Got fouled. Free throws coming up for Jeff.
A little slow to their step, especially sa depensa.
Robbie Darang checks back in. Flores will take a seat on the bench. Jeff Manday. Very consistent, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Now this is the biggest lead for Caloocan at 13 points. Earlier, it was 74-69. 13-5 run since by the Bataan Kalu.
At saka hindi rin nila na-exploit yung kanina puro defensive 5 yung nasa loob. Para dito sa Caloocan, one of the few times downhill that they beat that defender. Sazon, yeah, on that drive, very clearly. No help at all, kaya hinahanap ni Dom Escobar kung nasan yung, at the very least, stunt on that drive by Ives Sazon.
Sazon hits the free throw. El Granada, Gary David, and Al Vergara, 2 of the legendary players we have in our country. Yung isa naglalaro pa yung isa, part of the coaching staff. I kind of feel like there's a story behind that. I'm sure next time we'll tap on that na dating magkalaban, naging magkaampi din malamang si Coach Gary David and Coach Al Vergara.
Agree. Good spray.
Hubert Cani buries the free. 20 points, 5 of 7 from free. Hubert Cani coming alive in the second half.
And it's the corner threes na karamihan doon nakakakuha ng puntos. Itong Bataan Risers. But the thing is, nothing inside the paint that time around. That ball swing straight to the hands of Hubert Cani from the corner.
Caloocan suing for time. Their lead cut down quickly to just 7.
White Sox
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan a QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Kanina lang, probably a minute ago, it was a 13-point ball game. But Yves Sazon and Hubert Cani combining forces, Coach Mike. And this crowd has enjoyed this beautiful ball game. Mamaya, maganda rin yung laban natin. Quezon City Black Bulls take on the Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers. Hubert Cani, 14 of his 20 points in the second half. 5 of 7 from free. Outstanding performance once again.
Well, especially here in the second half. No, napakaganda ng scoring ni Hubert Cani. Now they need a stop and get a point on another. But just as you say that, Jeff Manday knocks down another 3. That's three-pointer number 3.
18 points para kay Jeff Manday. Balik sa 10 ang lamang ng Caloocan. Cani. No good that time. Rebound cleared by Jam Ramito.
It's just one pass. After the handler takes it in the half court, doon nalilimit itong offense ng Bataan Risers. Now you gotta get a stop here.
Escobar. Bitoon against Darang. Takes the free. Nilua. Rebound nakuha ni Yves Sazon. Darang swings it. Chito Jaime. Malakas yung tres.
Yeah, halos ganun lang palagi yung opensa ng Bataan Riser. Bababa ng ball handler, papasa sa isang shooter, and that's it.
Bitoon will take his time. Okay, Manny Laddie had that alley-oop dunk earlier. Now, finding the range. 8 points for kay Manny Laddie.
He's got a good feeling right now about that stroke from the outside. So much better shooting, especially here in the fourth.
Sorry, check that. 10 points already for Laddie. His third field goal make. All coming in the second half.
Oh, Chito Jaime was underneath. Didn't see him.
Tres ni Javier, wala. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Chris Biton down.
They will review this.
And really just frustrating in my opinion para dito sa Bataan Risers. Couldn't get anything going. Tried to get a really good production in the third. Pero patuloy rin na pumuntos itong Caloocan. And right now they're trying to get a comeback here. This was that foul by Chito on Chris.
Yeah. Got hit in the bread basket. Just a normal foul, which I feel like is the right call. Penalty na ang magkabilang kupunan. And agad naman lumapit si Chito Jaime. No bad intent on that foul. Just wanted to, well, it is more of frustration more than anything else. Apart from trying to stop the transition opportunity. Chris Bitoon will head to the line. Short on the first. Does have 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
And if you're Coach Jerson, in the absence of Kian Baclaan, you're liking that your veteran guards in Irvin Palencia and Chris Biton has actually stepped up. Well, that is going to be this time on Josh Galliano.
Yeah.
Yung mga player talaga na sometimes they get in your head, and I feel kay Manny Laddie is one of those guys.
This is an easy call,
Yeah.
in my mind.
Right.
Every time you extend that forearm to the, especially in the chest of your opponent,
Yeah.
you give the
the game official the liberty to blow that whistle.
And I think the best analogy really to that is a couple of can ng Pringles, no? Kaya na magbungguan habang buhay. Walang foul na itatawag dyan. But as soon as you extend that arm, that's when you get called.
That's a nice way to put it, Coach Mike.
Yeah.
Talaga.
That's how we teach it to the kids. That's why malalaman mo pag yung mga box out is really a foul. Nice!
Oh! Throws it down! The jammer hammer in full effect!
How about that jam by Jammer Hamito? My goodness, we gotta see that again later.
An emphatic way to cap off the strong performance by Caloocan in the second half.
Hiningan siya ng isang dribble kanina ni ni Coach Gerson. Ito, walang dribble, elevate kagad, late ang depensa. What a jam by Hamito.
Sinalpak ni Jammer Hamito. Caloocan dealing with adversity again. Fifth straight game that they were tested. Nagsimula yan against Bulacan. Coach Mike holding off the Kuyas. Lumamang pa yung Bulacan at one point after being down by as many as 26 against Pasay. Went on the road beating the Voyagers despite the 32-point performance of Christian Farito, and then that loss, their very first one against San Juan, had to bounce back against a very determined Mindoro Tamaraw squad na umabot din ng overtime. And here, Bataan clearly on the rise. There were times where they were threatening, but Caloocan doing a splendid job of not only providing that muscle down low, those couple of dunks, one each by kay Manny Ladi and Jam Ramito. But I felt like that unit that started the fourth period where we thought na mahirapan sila mag-generate ng offense and nakagawa sila ng paraan. We have a timeout, 15-point lead for the Batang Kankalu, 96-81. Jeff Banday, 18 and 11 in their last game against Mindoro. 18 points ulit, pero samahan mo pa ng 6 na rebound at 6 na assists. Perfect from the line, 5 out of 5, and hitting 3 3-pointers tonight, Coach Mike.
And his game really just complemented yung dominance nila inside the paint. Hitting shots from the outside, not clogging the paint, and just allowing the other guys to be able to, make some out of their paint touches and their finishes.
In a game where they were missing Kian Baklaan, kay Manny Ladi, scoreless for the first time this season in the first half. Particularly this guy, Dom Escobar, pinasaan pa niya si Jam Ramito, laden. Dom Escobar with a terrific performance rather. Jam Ramito quietly off the bench, 14 points and 9 rebounds. So ang daming katulong para dito sa Caloocan in this game against Bataan.
Well, lalo na coming off the bench, Chris Biton and Jam Ramito have been big, both scoring double digits, 14 and 12 respectively for Jammer and Chris. And I thought this clearly was a game inside the paint that Bataan lost to. I mean, how many more attempts? That's close to what? 14 more attempts than that of itong Bataan. They control the boards. They have 14 more rebounds. They have more points in the paints. That's a plus 28. And that's just been the story of the game. Nothing really, coming well from their shots on the outside. And I thought it favored Caloocan na hindi masyadong evident yung ball movement and man movement by Bataan compared to their last 2 wins. And I thought that spelled the difference, especially nung pinalitan si kay Manny Ladi because of foul, and when Ronnie Matias came in, I felt that also set the tone that even without kay Manny, we're still gonna dominate the paint.
Caloocan Batang Kangaloo remain at the top of the North Division, holding off the One Bataan Risers, who suffer their first loss under Coach Mike Sagigit and snapping their 2-game winning streak. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Dom Escobar, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals. Easily his best outing in a Caloocan Batang Kangaloo uniform.
Oh, without a doubt. Lalo na yung mga kung paano siya umiscore, no? Yung sipag inside the paint. I felt he started it on the defensive end. Didn't have a good rhythm to start the game, but he got into it because he defended well, got into those passing lanes, able to get those 3 steals, make something out of it.
Our final score, 81 for the One Bataan Risers, 100 for the Caloocan Batang Kangaloo, and Dom is standing by with Lyra.
Dom, Bataan matched your physicality all game. That was definitely a heated match, but you stayed composed, earning a double-double. How important was that composure in a game like this?
I think it was very important. It was a back-and-forth game, so we just had to stay poised and execute what the coach wanted.
And Coach Jerson has been telling me that games like this reveal your character. How did the team show that character tonight?
Today we just executed what coach wanted, and my teammates found me and I hit the open shots.
Do you have any special greetings?
Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, for the win. Thank you for the support of Mayor Along Malipitan, Kang Oka Malipitan, Lexi Malipitan, Boss Dennis Flores, Boss Dennis Abella, and to our sponsors, Victory Liner, Yan Yan Coolers, Venom Sportswear, my family, my mom and dad are here, and my girlfriend and all my friends.
Congratulations, Dominic Escobar of the Caloocan Batang Kangaloo. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Back to you guys.
His proud parents are here, Eduardo and Vanessa Escobar, and congratulations to Dom guiding Caloocan to a victory. Up next, this is an intriguing battle to close out our doubleheader. The Quezon City Black Bulls go up against the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers. Huwag kayong aalis mga kaliga dahil magbabalik pa po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.